Okay, I'm going to take a look at a game and supplement for Dune, a game of conquest, diplomacy, and betrayal. Excuse me. Now, this is the remake, the new edition of a game from, gosh, 40 years ago. Yeah. I played this back in the 90s, and it was an old and impossible to track down game at that point. So I was very glad to find that somebody has remade it and released it, and you can actually play it. My memory of it is that it was very good, but also that it was difficult and very cutthroat. So I have friends who are into board games, and I'm hoping that we will get a chance to try this out. I may have to try to get myself to read rules, which is not my strong suit. Rule reading and comprehension has never been something that I have been especially good at. So, I hope that's not important because I just folded over in there. Quick start guide. Oh, a quick start guide. I like the sound of that. Nice looking graphics. Okay, so there's two supplements. This one, which I have, and then this other one, Chome and the Richise? I don't know. I certainly can't pronounce Dune words. Okay, looks like there's another Dune game, but I was very interested in this one that I had played again years and years ago, which I had very much enjoyed. So here we have the regular rule book. Now this does not look too daunting. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully with time, most contemporary, a lot of contemporary rule books are written in a much more clear manner than they used to be. There's play testing and responses from people so that when things are not clear, they can then be clarified. We have the house cards or folders or standees, whatever you call these. I believe these, excuse me, yeah, each have special strategies on the back. Excuse me, allergies are really kicking in today. Bene Gesserit, Fremen, Spacing Guild, the Emperor, Harkonnen, and Atreides. So the usual suspects. Let's see. Okay, and a card for each of them. I think they each have. I feel like they each have special abilities, but also maybe special victory conditions. That's coming from vague recollection of having played this again 30 years ago. We have a nice game board. I feel like this, I believe, is a pretty big step up from the game board from the old game. So very, very nice looking game. Ooh. Here's a flashback from old games that used to use a lot of counters. Hey, at least these are all rounded, so I don't have to sit here and get a pair of special nail clippers just so I can clip all the corners on them like my friends have spent hours upon hours of doing for their advanced squad leaders and all of those games. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do remember something about there being a wheel. So yeah, we have some battle wheels, character markers, it looks like, for named characters like Stilgar and Jameis, the Beast Raban. Let's see. I'm assuming this is for the battle wheels to assemble them. Cards, treachery, traitor, spice, prediction, something else, storm, Quetzalcoatl. Although I suspect that's more than just that. So, a lot of cards, a lot of different cards. I'll have to figure that out before I go and crack into those. And boy, I'm going to have to do some counter punching. Won't that be fun? But again, I'd rather punch a whole bunch of counters than have to clip them too. So that's that. It looks nice. It looks really nice. Quality components. And now let's take a look at this. So I got that on Free RPG Day. I went and bought a copy of it at my local game store. At my really, really local game store, which is unfortunately not Labyrinth. I have a closer game store, but they focus RPG-wise entirely on D&D and Pathfinder. They literally carry nothing else. So they do have some board games, and so while I was there for Free RPG Day picking up some stuff for not D&D and Pathfinder, I bought Dune because I wanted to pick up something to support them. And then this I picked up elsewhere at my favorite local game store, which is much further away, while I was there for something else. But I wanted, again, to support local business as best I can. So this is for the Ixians and the Tleilaxu. Two of the really weird factions in Dune. And I guess we must have some special rules for them. And obviously they're going to have their characters and their military units, I suppose. And then some cards with their special abilities or what have you. And their faction cards. If I remember right, you set these up, in front of each faction. So what I don't know, and I haven't read up on, is does this add players to your player options, or does it simply give you optional factions to use in your game? Probably it answers that in the description on here, but I didn't really read too deeply into it. I just knew I wanted to pick that up. And I guess probably I'm going to have to try to track down the Chome supplement as well, because dagnabbit, if I'm going to spend the money on the thing, I might as well have the whole game so we can play whatever variations of it that we want to play. And so hopefully by the end of the year, I will get a chance to try this. One of my friends is away right now for quite some time, but has a quick visitation coming up, so perhaps while she's in the area, we can get a game going on. It looks like when I was reading on the back, just to give you some idea, that this is a game for 2 to 6 players and is intended to have, and this is what I kind of remember. I do remember it was not a short game, 120 plus minutes. And it says age 14 plus. Here you can see some of what the box contains. Hopefully that zooms in properly. Just a general visual of sort of the setup of the game, which looks similar to what I remember from many years ago. So this is Dune. This is from Gale Force 9. I'm not familiar with their work, but it looks nice. Quality material. So I'm excited to try it out. All right, well, that's all I've got for you today. So take care, everybody.